morning, Orcas. Today is Thursday, December 14th, 2023. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Corey, and today is our last news broadcast for 2023, with only 2 days of school left until winter break. We'll bring you our final update for the year.
But first, here's Kenzie with today's lunch menu.
Good morning, I'm Kenzie with today's lunch menu. Today's lunch will be pot stickers and teriyaki chicken with steamed corn. But if you don't want that, you can have a cheese sub. But make sure you have a fresh fruit, veggie, and milk. Now to Olivia and Corey with today's highlights. Have a good day.
Well, Orcas, it's that time of year again, where everyone says things like, see you next year, even though the next year is only a few weeks away.
We're so excited for winter break that we don't even have any news for you today, but we can tell you a good story. Have you ever heard the song that goes like...
The song goes like this. You have to sing it with me. Oh, what, huh? Oh, chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
I love it.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose. If you may have thought, what even is a chestnut? In fact, you might not even know anyone who has ever tried a roasted chestnut before. So why, oh why, do we sing about them in a holiday song?
A long time ago, 100 years ago, there was a type of tree that grew all over the United States, and it was called the American chestnut tree. Although some people called it the redwood of the East because it would grow so big and tall.
This tree produced a huge amount of chestnuts, a delicious food that could feed people and animals. And there was so much that chestnuts were always around. Everyone could eat chestnuts because they were everywhere.
The wood was also really good for building things like furniture since it was strong and sturdy, and the trees offered shade, homes for wildfire, and many other benefits to the areas where it grew.
One day, someone brought 6 trees, only 6 from another country, and to try and help a new kind of chestnut grow. On these 6 trees was a deadly disease. Well, deadly to chestnut trees anyway. The New York Zoological Society noticed a diseased chestnut on the ground in 1904.
Only 40 years later, there would be no more American chestnut trees in the United States, with over 4 billion trees dying due to something called the chestnut blight.
While some scientists are working on bringing the chestnut tree back to life, it will take a long time to restore the chestnut tree to its original state, if we ever can.
So a long time ago, people used to sing about chestnuts roasting on an open fire because they would have roasted a lot of chestnuts. Chestnuts would have been a really common snack, and now you know why you've probably never tried one.
We have a special guest with us today with a special announcement. It's time for Singleton Sessions.
Child, Okay, y'all, I am just amazed at this chestnut story. Child, bring the chestnuts back. I've never had a chestnut, and now I want one. Don't y'all want some chestnuts? Jeez, that was a good story. Okay, so I didn't come on to talk about chestnuts. I came on because I have a very important message. I thought that I would be announcing this message tomorrow, but as it turns out, I think that today may be the last day for Owen and y'all. I have so much anxiety and I am just so excited. Are y'all ready? So what I'm about to do is say the name. I had 5 interviews on the day before yesterday, y'all. These 5 interviews were amazing. These girls brought it. When I tell you they brought it, every question that I asked, they answered it. It almost made me feel like they really took this seriously. They went home. They practiced interviewing. They thought about some questions that I may have asked. They were very poised in their interview. I mean, everything just seemed very natural. So much so that in all of my interviews, I stopped asking interview questions and we just had dialogue. Like we just had good conversations going, and I loved all 5 of you. I just want to say that I loved all 5 of my interviewees. However, I could only pick one. I wish that I could pick you all, but I could only pick one, and it was hard for me to decide. So I went to some of your old teachers. I talked to Miss L about it. I even asked some of the cafeteria staff, when she comes in here, does she speak to you? Is she nice about getting her lunch? I needed to get some input from everybody around the school. And it was so hard for them too, y'all, because this was a good group of girls. I finally came up with one person, and I'm here to announce her. Oh, goodness. Can I get a drum roll, please? I mean a drum roll, y'all, a drum roll. Woo! My new co-host. I think the names might be something like Singleton Sessions and Josie, because Josephine White, you are the new co-host of Singleton Sessions. Let's give Josephine a round of applause. Now, let me say this. For my other 4 girls, I don't want you to feel bad because you weren't chosen. It was such a hard decision. It really was. And just because you lost doesn't mean that you won't be on Singleton Sessions. We had such good conversations. I'm bringing every last one of you as an invite to the show. So, because I want the people to hear about what we talked about. It was amazing conversation. So you guys will be the first ones that I have on when we come back with my new co-host in January. Let's give Josephine a round of applause again, guys. Congratulations, Josephine. See y'all in 2024.
I'm Nicholas with today's weather, which will be a high of 57 and a low of 33, and partly cloudy. Now to the pledge with Caroline.
Good morning. I'm Caroline with the pledge. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the moment of silence. You may be seated. Now to Brianna with today's birthdays.
Good morning. I'm Brianna with today's birthdays. Today's birthdays are Caleb in 1S and Harrison in 5M. Come to the library for your birthday pencil and to the computer lab for your birthday surprise.
I'm Olivia.
And I'm Corey.
Have a holly jolly day.